Shalom. It's your brother Malcolm from the branch of GMS here in Chicago. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, the true leaders of all Israel on earth today. And salutations to the Akim that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. All right. And to the confusion of brothers, confusion of faith brethren that are out there doing the same. And to any of the Akwath who are listening and learning, to you I say shalom. Quick lesson. I watched a movie called Deserto. And through the spirit, I watched a documentary that was, based upon the same subject about the perils that are faced by the Northern Kingdom as they make their way to America. All right. Coming via Mexico from different parts of South America and Mexico. What a lot of them don't understand is that the ones that are coming here, America is the biggest, is the number one place on the face of the earth right now that has the biggest accumulation of all 12 tribes of Israel. All right, being the Latinos, the Negroes, and the Native Americans. Okay, all right. Including whatever confusion of faith of members of the family that are here in America. All right. But that movie Deserto was really a hard watch. And what that movie did, it showed you the true nature of the so-called white man, of Edomite supremacy here in America, man, and how they really feel. He was gung-ho happy and very pleased to just spill the blood painfully of the Northern Kingdom, man, without mercy, man. All right? Without mercy. All right? Talking about it's his land. This is not his land. It is not your home. All right? But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it. So it was the documentary was on RT. And there was a woman being interviewed. Her name was Alifa Rivera. She was a Gadite, but she's married to an Issacharite man, and she lives on a reservation. All right, and she broke down how there are 4 main roads that lead into a reservation. So basically, they're surrounded. And she told a story. I just wrote it down so I wouldn't have to. But it said, she tried to, they as they cross in the desert, they die, and then you have people like her. That she set up an organization that tries to help these people, all right? But she told a story when she was accosted by some Edomite men while she was traveling with her daughter, some border patrol, all right, and her grandson, all right? And this so-called white man, this Edomite, demanded her citizenship. And when she said this was her land, where are you from? He put out his pistol and placed it to her head in front of her children, in front of her daughter and her grandson. Okay? And she said it was a very horrifying experience. All right? And he demanded her grandson, her daughter, he demanded compliance. Sound familiar? But let me get a couple scriptures. All right. That's what she has to deal with, trying to travel back and forth, because Esau just has hatred for Jacob, man, unjustly. Because it's going to come back to you. But this is Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. And when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And if you saw the movie Deserto, yeah. In the end, the Edomite got dealt treacherously when he ceased to deal treacherously. All right? Because it's going to come back on you. All these things that you're doing to the Israelites, man. Let me go to Genesis real quick. Get another scripture that popped in my head. Because just like this experience that this woman is explaining in that movie, this guy had that hatred from people he had never even met before. This is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, which is his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So the so-called white man, the Edomite, with this Edomite supremacy, has always sought to slay Jacob and has been doing so ever since he came back into power. Right? Ever since the Renaissance, after the fall of Rome, all right, and after they got Europe back from the Negroes, all right, they have been doing exactly that. All right. Then it skipped to going back to the documentary. It went to one of the Border Patrol agents, because basically this is about the documentary was about this woman, Alifa Rivas, okay, the Gadite woman married to the Issacharite. It was about this Border Patrol agent named Tim Foley, and then another woman named Paige Karich Klein, a fake Jew, Amalekite. Okay, so now we're going to talk about this recon, Border Patrol recon agent, Tim Foley, who was former military, of course. When he comes into the frame, he's reading the paper. And he read the paper, and it said the amount of deaths in the desert from 1999 to 2011 was 2,069 people. And he didn't feel remorseful about it. He just plainly said, that's why you don't try to cross the desert. And it's funny, I saw the documentary first and the movie second. And that was the same attitude that this guy had, because after he shot down all these Issacharites and Northern Kingdom people, all right, because they weren't just Issacharites, they were coming from other parts of North America. I mean, Salakia of South America. He told them, welcome to the land of the free, as he put bullets in them and shot them to death. Okay? And let me just grab a quick scripture and see it with scripture. We're going to Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So they murder and kill us on a daily basis all the time, and do not hold themselves guilty, man. All right? Because what was that little dude named? Devin Dillard or Kevin Dillard, the one who killed all those Jakes down south a couple years back? About a year and a half ago, maybe something like that. You got Edomites that held that guy as a hero, man. Okay? All right? And then these Border Patrol agents, this Tim Foley, was complaining as they showed him out there on his doing his thing as he's walking through the brush and through the desert, you know, looking for hiding spots. Says how when he comes in contact with these humanitarians, he tries to re-educate them. All right, so basically, you got these Edomites that are against each other, man, because you got some Edomites out there that's trying to help Jake, and then you got this guy out there who wants to put a bullet in him because he's walking around with a shotgun and and a firearm on his side. So what do you think he's gonna do when he comes across some people that's trying to come through the desert? He's gonna shoot them the same way the guy did in the movie, man. All right, and often their bodies just get left out there. They rape the women. All right, it's just horrible, man. But this is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. city against city and kingdom against kingdom. So that's going to be when all hell breaks loose in America, what the Edomites have deemed the SHTF, the shit hit the fan. That's what that's an acronym for. But, you know, you just go on YouTube or Google that SHTF and all type of Edomites going to pop up with their preparing, taking their families and their daughters and their sons to the firing range and, you know, collecting up 3 years worth of food supply and, you know, multiple guns and forming militias and all that, because they know it's coming. But they're not doing it just to survive. They're really doing it for the race wars, because they know that the race wars are coming. But the truth of the matter is that it's going to be their own neighbors and their own kind is going to come for them first. So they're going to be fighting against each other the same way they're opposing forces right here, because now the next character is this Paige Karitz Klein. She's a volunteer. This is the fake Jewish girl. All right. And she volunteers what they have mercy drops. All right. What they do is they take water and cans of food, gallons of water and cans of food, and they leave them in designated places or places out there out in the bush on the trails where these people are traveling. So they come across them and they find food and water. But then you got the Border Patrol agents that go out there and take the food and poke holes in the water, man. So these people out there, you know, they die out in that desert, man. Okay. You know, and what that does, these Border Patrol agents are trying to ensure the death of Jacob as they're coming. So let's get another couple scriptures. This is Zechariah 1:15, and it reads, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. And they're still trying to helping forward the affliction, because when Jake's time for servitude and slavery and punishment was up, Esau not only killed us, murdered us violently by hanging and all other type methods. They set up unfair housing, unfair education. They set up the prison complex, railroad up people off to jail, you know, create laws, bring the guns into the neighborhoods, manufacture the drugs and the guns, take away the job opportunities, and sit back and enjoy the show and get free labor from the prison and watch our people destroy each other, man. All right. That's why they moved them into projects. It was a scientific project. That's why it's called the projects. It really was a project. All right. Let's see how we can stick these people in here like lab rats and put them in these detestable situations, take away everything from them, amenities, and watch what happens to them. And that project mentality is the root of a lot of evil here in Chicago and different places around the country where Jake lives, man. You know, even that trap music, all that can be taken back to that whole project mentality, man. All right, that dog eat dog, that rat eat rat mentality. This is Jeremiah 15:11. And it reads, and this is talking about Patricia Klein, because she's trying to help Jake, and the other Edomites trying to destroy Jake. So that's the Egyptian versus the Egyptian. But this is Miss Page, all right? And it says, Yahweh said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. So you got these Edomites that are trying to, you know, entreat Jake well, man. All right? Or even how they will complain of ungodly fathers when you point out the fact that they're doing all this this wickedness, man. All right. Then they put the camera on another person, on his this gun shop owner. All right. And he basically, well, I'll just read what I wrote. It said the gun shop owner, they pushed the need to protect through to all the Edomite citizens, and they really, and you know, because Arizona is an open carry state, and damn near everybody carries weapons, especially them of the Caucasian persuasion. All the Edomites carry for sure. All right. So they push that you really need to protect yourselves from the migrants and the immigrants, out on the ranches because you're secluded and the sheriffs may not be able to get you and blah, 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 blah. Basically stand your ground, shoot niggas and spicks, and it's okay. That's what this all comes down to. Because it's your word against theirs in court. And we already know, 99 times out of 100, Jake is going to lose in court to the so-called white man. All right. But, they pushed that. Okay. And this one Edomite that was that they put the camera on, he said that the white man is the invader to the Mexicans and the natives who have a common enemy. All right. And that's Trump, man. But he didn't say that part. But he just said that the white man was the invader to the Mexican and the natives. And some of them still have offense to this day. Well, not enough of them. But the Lord's going to change that. All right. But now what's happening is Trump and all these things like this and social media is exposing the so-called white man, which is exposing Esau, Edom, man. And those race wars are coming, man. They're coming, and it's building up, pretty quickly. And I'm gonna read that Genesis 27-41 one more time, man. And this is it. Close on it. But it reads, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and we got blessed with the kingdom of heaven, man. And the Edomites know it. The Edomites know that the Negro, Latino, Native American are going to inherit this earth, the new earth, right? And Esau's trying to prepare, by destroying the earth and trying to save it for himself, with all these bunkers, and he's collected up all the seeds of all the flowers and the fruits and the vegetables and the trees, and and he's got all these seeds that he's compacted and he's hiding inside of these deep bunkers and in the cold and things like that. And what he thinks is that he's going to destroy the earth and emerge out of the caves again, out of them holes in the mountains and those bunkers, those luxury bunkers, and fire is the biggest cleanser. So he figured after everything is cleared itself up, all the fallout has gone away, and all the ash has replenished the soil, they would just come out and rebuild the soil. They will come out and rebuild again, but that's not going to happen. But with that, I'm gonna, I hope this was an edifying lesson. It's just something real quick. It was in my spirit to do it, and all praise, glory be unto Yahweh Shai and Shalom.